sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive? Today we're tackling something you've probably seen everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Hard to miss it.
Ozempic. It's the weight loss thing, blowing up all over.
From the headlines to Hollywood, right?
Exactly. And we're going to break it all down, not just the hype, but the potential downsides
Just
too.
if they don't always tell you.
Yeah, and we'll even get into some natural alternatives, things you might not expect. So,
Let's start with the basics.
what is Ozempic really? Like, where did this even come from?
Well, it's actually a medication originally designed to help people manage their blood sugar, people with type 2 diabetes.
Okay, so not initially for weight loss at all.
Right. It works by mimicking a hormone, this GLP-1, that slows down digestion.
GLP-1.
Yep. And that makes you feel fuller longer. So you naturally eat less. And that can lead to weight loss.
So it's not like directly targeting fat cells or anything.
No, it's more about those hunger signals.
Yeah.
And studies have shown it can lead to significant weight loss, even in folks without diabetes.
But it was never intended for this, right? So that's where things get tricky.
Exactly. It's being used off-label for weight loss, and that comes with risks. We need to talk about those.
Definitely. What are we talking about here? Like, what are the potential downsides?
Well, we've seen reports of some pretty unpleasant side effects like nausea, vomiting, even diarrhea.
Ugh, not fun.
No, not at all. And in some cases, there's even potential for pancreatitis.
Pancreatitis, that's serious, right?
It is. Inflammation of the pancreas, not something to take lightly.
And what about the long-term effects, like down the road?
That's the thing. We just don't know. The research is still ongoing. There's just a lot of uncertainty.
So people are kind of jumping in without knowing the full picture.
Yeah. There's a level of risk people need to be aware of, for sure.
It's almost like playing roulette with your health a little bit, huh?
Yeah, you might hit the jackpot and lose weight, but you could end up with some pretty nasty consequences. And there's another layer to this, too.
What's that?
The bigger picture. This surge in demand, it's created shortages.
Oh, right.
Meaning people with diabetes. People who really rely on this medication are having trouble getting it.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it raises ethical concerns, for sure.
It's like we're so focused on these body ideals.
Right.
We might overlook the risks, even harm others, just to chase them.
It's a complex issue. We see celebrities, like Amy Schumer. She initially praised Ozempic for the weight loss.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But later she spoke out about the side effects, the pressure to maintain that rapid weight loss.
Almost like a cautionary tale, huh?
Definitely. Even if you have access to these, miracle treatments, there can be real consequences.
Big time.
Our health is about so much more than just a number on the scale. It really is.
Okay, so we've talked about these quick fixes, like Ozempic, and the downsides. But before everyone gives up on their weight loss goals altogether,
Right.
what if we flip the script?
What do you mean?
What if we explored a different path? Something less about forcing our bodies, more about working with them.
Okay, I like where you're going with this.
What if, instead of relying on medications with those unknown long-term effects, we turn to nature for solutions?
No, that's a perspective worth exploring.
Right. We often forget how powerful nature can be when it comes to achieving and maintaining a healthy weight.
For sure.
And I think there's so many misconceptions about what natural weight loss even means.
Well, yeah.
It's not all salads and deprivation, like some people think.
The dreaded rabbit food diet, right?
Totally. Nature has so much more to offer. Did you know some spices can help with weight management?
Really? Like salt and pepper?
Not quite. Think more along the lines of cayenne pepper.
Ah, okay, spice things up.
Exactly. Cayenne pepper, it has capsaicin, which gives it that heat, but it can also suppress appetite, boost your metabolism.
So that little kick helps you burn more calories.
That's the idea. And it's not just cayenne. Garlic, with allicin, has been linked to reducing waist circumference.
Interesting.
And cinnamon can regulate blood sugar, which indirectly helps with weight management.
So we should be embracing flavor, not fearing it.
Exactly. And you know what else we should embrace? Some veggies that often get a bad rap.
Let me guess, you're going to defend the potato.
You know it. Potatoes, corn, even those misunderstood carbs. They get demonized in so many diets.
But they're full of carbs, right?
They are, but also nutrients and fiber, which keep you feeling full and satisfied.
Ah, so you're less likely to overeat.
Right. And when you're satisfied, you're less likely to crave unhealthy snacks.
Makes sense. So find delicious ways to enjoy those veggies instead of cutting them out.
Exactly. Roasted, mashed, grilled. The options are endless.
It's starting to feel like natural weight loss is about finding joy in food.
Absolutely. And don't forget the OG weight loss champion exercise.
Ah, yes. The classic advice. Move your body.
But it's not just about burning calories. It's about building muscle, boosting that metabolism, and honestly, it can be fun.
Finding activities you actually enjoy.
Right, making them a regular thing. And you know what else is surprisingly effective? Mindful eating.
Ah, yeah, being present with your food.
Exactly. Slow down, savor each bite, really tune into your body's signals.
Are you hungry? Are you full?
Yep. You might be surprised how much that helps with weight management. You naturally make healthier choices. Eat less overall.
It's about building a better relationship with food.
So we've covered spices, veggies, exercise, and mindful eating. What else does nature have up its sleeve?
Well, there's a whole world of herbal supplements to explore, each with its own potential benefits.
Okay, now this is getting really interesting. Tell me more.
One that's gained a lot of attention is green tea extract. It's packed with antioxidants.
Green tea, good for weight loss.
Studies show it can help boost metabolism and fat burning.
Wow. So that cup of tea could be a secret weapon.
Maybe. It's a great example of how nature can help us reach our health goals.
This is fascinating. It feels like we're just scratching the surface here.
We are, and that's what's so exciting. Natural weight loss, it's about working with your body, not against it.
And that's a big shift from that quick fix mentality we talked about.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we've covered a lot in this first part of our deep dive.
Yeah, we've explored those quick fixes like Ozempic,
Yeah.
the good and the bad.
And we've started uncovering all the possibilities with natural weight loss strategies.
And there's still so much more to explore.
Definitely. But we'll save that for the next part of our deep dive. Stay tuned.
Looking forward to it. Welcome back. Ready to dive back into the world of natural weight loss?
Absolutely. We were just starting to get into those herbal supplements.
Right. We talked about green tea extract, but there's so many more out there.
Like a secret garden of weight loss allies, almost.
I like that. And one that's really interesting is Garcinia cambogia.
Okay, Garcinia cambogia. That rings a bell. Remind me, what is that exactly?
It's a tropical fruit, grows in Southeast Asia, India,
Okay.
and extracts from its rind. They've been used traditionally for all sorts of things, weight management included.
So not some lab-created thing.
No, it has a long history. Used in traditional medicine.
I love that. It's like,
Yeah.
we don't always need to reinvent the wheel. The answers are already out there in nature. So how does it work for weight loss, this Garcinia cambogia?
Well, studies suggest it might work a couple of ways. First, it has this compound, hydroxycitric acid, or HCA.
HCA.
And that's thought to suppress appetite.
Oh, interesting. So kind of like those GLP-1 meds we talked about, but from a natural source.
You got it. Different mechanisms, but both aim to reduce how much you eat by influencing those hunger signals.
Fascinating.
And there's a second way it might work too. Garcinia cambogia may also block an enzyme, citrate lyase, which is involved in turning carbs into fat.
So it's like a double whammy against those extra pounds.
Exactly. Of course, more research is always needed, but the early findings are promising. It shows how we can use nature to support our well-being.
Working with our bodies, not against them. And you know what else fits that philosophy? Intermittent fasting.
It's definitely having a moment, isn't it? And for good reason. It's not just another diet fad.
Right.
It's more of a lifestyle change that can impact your metabolism, your overall health.
For sure. Can you break it down, though? What exactly is intermittent fasting?
Basically, it's not about what you eat. It's about when you eat.
Okay.
Cycling between periods of eating and, well, fasting. Voluntarily, of course.
So you're giving your digestive system a break.
Exactly. And during those fasting periods, your body starts using stored fat for energy, which, yes, can lead to weight loss.
Right.
But there are other benefits, too, like studies show it can improve insulin sensitivity.
Important for blood sugar, right?
Exactly, preventing type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
And it can reduce inflammation throughout the body, which is linked to all sorts of health issues.
So it's not just about fitting into your genes. It's about deeper metabolic health.
You got it. And unlike some diets that are super strict, intermittent fasting is pretty flexible. There are different approaches, like the 168 method, where you fast for 16 hours, eat within an 8-hour window, or the 5.2 method, you eat normally for 5 days, then restrict calories for 2.
So finding what works best for you, not one size fits all.
Exactly. And you know what else plays a surprisingly big role in weight management? That's a big one. But I was thinking of something even more basic. Hydration.
Really? Good old H2O.
You'd be surprised how many people mix up thirst and hunger.
So those afternoon cravings, maybe it's not a snack we need, just water.
Often, yeah. Dehydration can trigger those cravings, lead to overeating. Plus, water helps flush out toxins, keeps things running smoothly.
It's like the foundation of good health, but we forget about it so easily.
We do. So let's raise a glass to water. Unsung hero of weight management and overall well-being.
Cheers to that. I love how these natural approaches are often so simple, accessible. It's not about expensive gadgets or supplements. It's small changes adding up over time.
Absolutely. Speaking of things that are often overlooked, have you ever thought about the connection between your gut and weight?
The gut. I mean, I know it's important for digestion, but weight.
It's all about the gut microbiome. Trillions of bacteria living in your gut. They play a huge role in digesting food, absorbing nutrients, even influencing your metabolism and immune system.
Wow. So a healthy gut, healthy weight.
It's not quite a direct equation, but a balanced gut microbiome definitely contributes to overall health, which includes maintaining a healthy weight. When those bacteria are happy, we digest food better, absorb nutrients better, reduce inflammation.
That makes sense. So how do we keep our gut happy? What should we be eating?
Probiotic-rich foods are key.
Probiotics, like those yogurt drinks.
Those are a good example, but there are others. Kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir, even some aged cheeses.
Fermented foods are our friends.
They are. They add flavor, variety, and those good bacteria.
I'm seeing a theme here. Natural weight loss is about enjoying delicious food, not deprivation.
Exactly. Nourishing our bodies, real food, treating ourselves with kindness, not punishment.
I love that. This has been so eye-opening. But honestly, I feel like we're just getting started.
We are. There's so much more to explore, and we will when we come back for the final part of our deep dive.
And we're back for the final part of our deep dive into weight loss.
We've talked about Ozempic, those quick fixes, explored all sorts of natural approaches, but there's still more to uncover, right?
Oh, definitely. So much we haven't even touched on. Like, what about the link between stress and weight?
Oh, that's a big one. Huge. When we're stressed, our bodies pump out cortisol.
Cortisol, right, the stress hormone.
And cortisol can really ramp up your appetite, especially for those sugary, fatty foods.
Yeah. Comfort food cravings. I know all about those.
It's totally natural, actually, a survival mechanism. But these days, stress is so chronic for a lot of people, and that can definitely lead to weight gain.
So how do we break that cycle, the stress eating thing?
Well, first, you got to notice it. Be aware. When you're stressed, pay attention to how you eat. Do you reach for the chips, the ice cream?
Oh, totally guilty.
Once you see that pattern, you can start making different choices.
Right. So instead of going for the comfort food, maybe try something else, like going for a walk or listening to music.
Exactly. Finding those healthy ways to manage stress, it's key. Meditation, deep breathing, being out in nature, connecting with people you love, those all help reduce cortisol, break that cycle.
And sleep. Getting enough sleep has to be important too.
Oh, absolutely. When you're sleep deprived, your body produces more ghrelin. That's the hormone that makes you feel hungry.
Okay.
And less leptin, the one that tell you you're full.
So basically, lack of sleep messes with your whole hunger system.
It does. You feel hungrier, less satisfied. So yeah, those cravings for sugary, fatty foods, when you're tired, totally makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. So manage stress, sleep well. What other natural tools are out there for weight loss?
Well, there's one we don't talk about enough, detoxification.
Detox. Well, that sounds kind of intense. Are we talking like juice cleanses and all that?
Not necessarily. There are gentler ways to help your body's natural detox processes along.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Like what?
Herbal teas are a good place to start. Dandelion tea, for example, helps your liver.
The liver's important for detox, right?
It is. It filters toxins, and dandelion tea supports that.
Interesting. So instead of grabbing a soda, maybe have some detox tea.
Exactly. And it's not just drinks. Fiber's important too. Fruits, veggies, whole grains, they all help sweep things out, keep you regular.
So give your body what it needs to run smoothly. Get rid of the stuff it doesn't.
You got it. It's a holistic approach, working with your body's natural intelligence.
I love that. We've come a long way in this deep dive. From quick fixes to natural approaches, it's been quite a journey.
It has. It really shows how important it is to be informed, to make choices that align with your values, your health goals.
Absolutely. So as we wrap things up here, what stands out most to you from all of this?
Honestly, the biggest takeaway for me is remembering how resilient our bodies are, how intelligent, They have this incredible ability to heal, to thrive, when we give them what they need. And often it's the simple things: good food, movement, managing stress, sleep, connection with nature.
That's beautifully put. For me, it's realizing that weight loss doesn't have to be this battle. It can be a journey. Learning to listen to your body, honoring its needs.
I love that. Shifting the focus from shrinking your body to expanding your well-being.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
And to everyone listening, thank you for joining us. We hope you learned something new, got some ideas, and most importantly, that you feel empowered to make choices that support your health and your happiness.
It's been a pleasure exploring these fascinating topics with you. Stay curious and keep diving deep.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till